I met him in a fight. We were I went to a party, and after the party we got into like a little fight, and he was there. Then I met him through my friend. It's kind of like his cousin, so I was like, yeah. And then I started DJing reggae. He's like, yo, you could do that reggae. And I was like, yeah. He goes, come to my house. And I said, all right. And we hooked up, and then from then he kept taping me.
It's different. He's untouchable. I've been telling people, but no one would listen until they finally met him. And everybody was, yo, you kid's deaf. Let's hook up.
I'm DJ Prince. My partner SNOW and I, we met, when was it, back in '87. He was at a party and he was fighting, him and my cousin Tommy. Then I heard him singing and doing the reggae chatting. I asked him if he was Jamaican, he said nah. He came over my house and from there we started just practicing. You know, I'd buy reggae records, he'd come over and practice. He needed a name, so I named him SNOW, which stands for Superb, Notorious, Outrageous White Boy.
We're going to send you up there in what we like to call the gondola. This is called the musical hip-hop gondola. That's what we're going to be delivering, and you're going to take us up there with the serious performance.
This time he was in Canada, I was in studio, and a large professor was down there with a friend of mine named Goldfinger. So I was down there, and Shan came down. So I was looking at him, and I said maybe he could do something for it. So I asked him, you know, but he didn't believe me.
When I flew down?
No. No, so I went like this. I was telling him, I got a kid in Canada that's untouchable. There's no one that can touch him. All right, I said, you can bring anybody and they can't touch him.
You know, say that I'm so me, I go play. I like you boom boom down. The man that say that I'm so me, start somewhere down the lane. I like you boom boom down. So, we got a money, give them up more power. Step on the phone, they say they wanna want me for once. I used to want when I call me lover. Love who me coming out, the one tell me. I'm a lover, you me heart down to my belly. Yes, that I'm so me, I've been full of diddly. Every the one MC Shan and the one that is no. Together we all like a Mrs. Tony. That I'm so me, I go play. I leave you boom boom down. Think the man that says that I'm so me, start stumble down in here. I leave you boom boom down. Informer, you know that I'm so me, I go play. I leave you boom boom down. Think the man that says that I'm so me, start stumble down in here. I leave you boom boom down. So listen for me, you better listen for me now. Listen for me, you better listen for me now. Bring me around for the microphone and around constantly. Listen that I'm so me, I the art to cut down, but again I art to dance, and it's the way I come from. People them say I come from Jamaica, from the born and raised in Licky, coming to the one child below. You black people, man, they got a man, no, yeah, me shoes them tear up and me toes is the show. When me a man in the run to run to, so it's for me. You know, say that I'm so me, I go swim. I leave the boom boom down. Take the man that says that I'm so me, start to put on the lane. I leave the boom boom down. It's for me. You know, say that I'm so me, I go swim. I leave the boom boom down. Take the man that says.
I am DJ Marvin Prince, the guy behind reggae artist SNOW. and the multi-platinum hit song Informer. This is my story, and this is what went wrong. While S.N.O.W was in jail, right, the record was printed, right, and I saw the credits, my name not on it. And I was like, yo, Steve's the manager. Like, Steve, my name's not here. Right? And he was like, oh, I never knew you were part of these writing. The rest that happened behind my back, I don't know. Because I was on every interview. The whole world was fascinated to know how I found a white guy that could sing reggae. It's me and him on the album. Me and him giving thank yous to our parents and everything. Right? I'm in all the videos. For the 12 inches of S.N.O.W. Every single video that came out, I'm in it. S.N.O.W called in, right? And they talked to S.N.O.W. and they were like, yo, Marvin's telling us, because I was there. You know, Marvin's telling us about Informer, and S.N.O.W was like, yeah. So what they did now was they drafted up a contract after. For me for the 5 songs.
So so this is a separate contract again?
Just for the songs. Just for the songs. Good thing I didn't sign it.
Why? What was the issue?
Because if I sign it, everything looks fancy and everything, but at the last page on the contract, I get $1.
What do you mean?
I got $1.
So they wanted you to basically sign away your rights.
Everything, It looks fancy how you're going to get this and this and that, but the last page, you get $1 or a gift.
So then where was a place where you said, okay, you know what? I can't deal with this anymore. I'm leaving, because, again, you might have been under the impression that after the tour. But where did you see something that this is not making sense, boss?
When I came off the tour, right, at that time, S.N.O.W had just gotten banned. He got banned from America. Right? And then I'm walking, going up to Payless to go buy my son a shoe. I had to borrow money from my dad. And S.N.O.W came up in a Pathfinder. I was like, where you get this? He says, oh, my money came and all this. So I was like, where's my money? Like, oh, it's coming. Right, and then that's when I knew something was wrong.
Because I guess at this point here, they were trying to cut you out, said you didn't do anything.
Right.
That's where after you started to say, hey, where's the money? That's when they said, hey, you didn't do anything.
And what got the lawyer even more interested is that in June 1991, Saxon Sound came from England with Junior Cat and Daddy Freddie, and I got S.N.O.W on the show. Right? And I have it on video.
Got you.
So he saw it on video. Right? And we got paid for the show. We got $200. $100 each.
Do what you're doing. You know what I mean? So sometimes you're acting as producer, sometimes you're acting as manager, sometimes you're just DJ. You're just an all-around guy. I believe in your talent.
As security too.
Because
S.N.O.W always I get in trouble.
Okay, so he was always into something or another.
Man.
And speaking of lawsuits, Canadian rapper S.N.O.W has been no stranger to trouble with the law. He's spent some time in jail. He was in trouble here in Toronto for supposedly assaulting a hotel clerk, and now he's been sued by his ex-partner, Marvin Prince.
So then now they brought you to the lawyers. You spoke to the lawyer. So then which lawyer took your case?
James Sink.
James Singh, which was Whitney Houston's lawyer. Okay. So then walk us through, how did that proceed now?
Oh, he was happy. When he saw the whole thing. He was very happy. Right? And then when we got to court now, and I started presenting stuff, right? We had an 11-panel jury, all white. I just remember that they came in, they had a question, and I just remember the judge saying that's too excessive, because the foreman came in and handed the judge a paper. So I did not even know when he's talking about excessive what that means. I found out after when I sat down and talked with the jury. So the judge told the jury to go back and make a decision. They came back and gave me $1.5 million. Right? When I came out to the court now, and the jury sitting with me, they were saying that we were giving you $20 million. That's why the judge said it's excessive.
What?
Right? I was like, wow.
But
then the judge said, when the jury left now, the judge said, hold on, Mr. Prince. I got to look into something. So he never let off the money or anything. Right? And then months later, I was up here and Chuck D was here. And I was telling Chuck D that I just won my lawsuit and blah, blah, blah. But the judge holding on the money. He goes, you're not going to get that money. I was like, what do you mean? I already won. He's like, no, you're a black man suing a white man in America. So said, so was done. I got the phone call.
Yeah.
The judge dismissed the whole case, took the money from the jury.
What?
Yeah.
What? How is that even possible when you presented all of this evidence in the first place?
I was talking with one guy, with a lawyer, another lawyer, and he's saying, that's like the jury saying, don't hang the man.
Yeah.
But the judge go hang him anyway.
Because I guess in a legal system, at the end of the day, the judge has the ultimate power.
No, what he did was illegal. The jury made the decision.
Yeah.
He went against the jury's decision. All he's there to do is to instruct the jury.
Yeah, what to do.
What to do. So, you know, money was passed under the table. Because I remember when the jury said 1.5 million, the manager was sitting beside me.
Yeah.
Steve, and he said, you're not going to get that money.
And this was the manager for both you and Snow?
Yeah.
So you see where this is? Okay, the manager, he was on Snow's side, your side, or he was just supposed to be on both you guys' side?
No, he's on Snow's side because Snow's the main artist. Snow's the vocal.
And he turned and said, you're not getting that.
Yeah.
This is wild.
Yes, it is.
So out of everything that you did and helped, okay, when it came to testifying and stuff, did you have to testify?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I showed all my evidence. His mom even came into court. She never knew who I was.
What?
But she's on TV talking about I did everything for Snow.
He went to New York with Marvin, and Marvin used to say to me, I'm going to make your son very rich. And I used to laugh at him. Yeah, you guys are going to be real rich. Ha ha, right? But it was really Marvin Prince that pushed Darrin. You know, there always has to be, in a business, there always has to be a pusher. And he was the pusher. He went to New York, and then he met MC Shan, played the tape for MC Shan, and that's when it all began.
My heart and soul, you are the one to fulfill all my needs. And when I'm with you, don't wanna leave you. And in the nighttime, you're all that I dream. Because I love, I want, I need. It's gotta be a love, but I just can't get enough.
And the mom came to court and said she's never seen you, never heard of you.
She knew about me.
But she never doesn't know who you are.
So the lawyer showed her birthday cards, so you give people you don't know birthday cards.
Yeah. You guys used to live together too?
Yeah. When we were in Manhattan. The manager got an apartment for me and him.
And then all of this happened.
And even before that, when I had the basement apartment in Queens, New York.
Yeah.
Right? He was living with me.
Where did the greed drop in?
You ever hear the saying that you give a man $1 million?
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to see a penny move out of that money?
Yeah.
That's what happened. And as soon as I walk away, everything he came out with flopped. And as soon as I walk away, everything he came out with flopped.
Okay, and there's a guy named Marvin Prince near the beginning. And this story comes out, you know, the story continues later on. But what really was his role early on in your career in the making of that song?
See, he's funny because he tells an interview when we first started how when I met him, right, he wouldn't even come out of his house. He was just like a DJ. He didn't even really know reggae music.
He's funny. He didn't even really know reggae music.
Trying what?
Trying to get a deal.
Not me.
It was always him.
That's why he always used to tell me, hey, come to my house and just sing this song again. I said, all right, sing it. Yeah, we'd be down there taping it. Don't even go out of his house with about 15 tapes in his pocket. Listen to this guy, listen. I'd be just at home. Yo, guess who likes your tape? Oh man, he's promoting me like the most. Everywhere he goes, he's promoting me. Right? So he's like, always trying to get me something. But I was just like sitting back. Forget that, let's go to a dance.
So before there was management, you were sort of kind of trying to act like management to just move things along?
Yeah, well, move it along.
You were promoting him more than he was promoting himself?
Yeah. I want to get into this kind of business, you know, career-wise.
He's funny.
So he's like, oh, let's go down to New York City and hook up with MC Shan and all of them. And then I hooked up with Shan from him. This is my mixer. I hooked up with him, and then I went with, who did I go with? Steve? Yeah, I went with Steve, my manager, Steve.
And David.
At first, Prince was the first one I ran into, and he tells me, oh, I got this white guy in Canada that he can do reggae and blah, 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 and so forth. And I'm like, yeah, right.
I to go get some weed, and I ran into S.N.O.W's DJ, Prince. Prince said, I got a white boy from Canada do reggae. I said, yeah. All right, I ran into S.N.O.W's DJ, and he says, yo, I got a white guy that sings reggae. I looked at him like, get out my face.
And he comes to go buy some weed down on the block.
You guys didn't know each other?
I don't know. I knew Shan. I never knew nothing about Shan. So he comes down to buy, and all the Jamaicans are like, yo, Shan, you got to hear this white kid sing. Shan's like, what? Shan's like, all right, let me hear this white kid. Let me hear him.
The name S.N.O.W., there are sort of different stories behind this name.
Yeah.
One story was it stood for super notorious, outrageous white boy.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, that's not true.
Well, that's what he thought, but for me, I never really liked that super notorious. I don't know. So I'm not a bragger. You know, I'm a humbler. You know, I'm a humble bragger.
I'm a humble bragger.
I got my name 5 years ago from DJ Prince. He gave me the name S.N.O.W. I met him during, when we were outside of a party and stuff, and then he named me S.N.O.W.
S.N.O.W. can go two ways. The American way can be because a white boy doing Jamaican music, right? And the Jamaican way, which in my culture is break it down for superb, notorious, outrageous white boy.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
And from then it just stuck on with me, and then when I made it the album, I said, might as well call it S.N.O.W.
And where did it just like pop in your head that you're calling S.N.O.W. or?
Yeah, I just figure white guy doing my culture's music, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So I'm not a bragger. I'm in jail. I get charged with 2 attempted murders.
His whole family is a crime family, for real.
Yeah, I was raised. No, I was charged since I was 14. I get charged for assault causing bodily harm with a crowbar. 89, I went to jail for 2 attempted murders. Because I get charged for stabbing these 2 guys. You know what I mean? So he kind of like, went into a different thing. You know what I mean? So you got my heart pumping now. You mentioned that guy's name. I know. Allegedly he died. I don't know. Allegedly he got murdered.
Uh-oh. Look at Jesus Christ. Marvin's bro.
Not so close.
Uh-oh. Look at him. Much music.
Tilted.
Tilted that way?
Yeah.
Imagine if it fell. Jeez. What?
Have all this to remember.
Pushing me like you wanna push me out of my job, son.
There's the same man that was at my grandfather's funeral, at my grandmother's house in Jamaica, with the management, sitting down, eating food, right? And you see how ungrateful he is. That's cool. God always looks after his children. And I'm a God-fearing person, so I'm all right.
Wow. So after all of this madness happened, did you ever see S.N.O.W. again?
No, I saw him in 2015, 20 years later. I was with Chip Fu from Fushnikins.
Yeah.
Right? And he came up and he started hugging me and he was like, yo, I had a dream about you last night. And I was like, really? Yeah. He said, yeah, you were on the roof and you were pulling me up, I was falling. I said, you sure I never drop you? And he was like, no, man, stop making joke, man. I said, you sure I never drop you? He goes, you don't understand. So many nights, you just come up here in my dream. And then the manager came around the corner.
Yeah.
There's some new manager. And he said, this is Prince, the guy that I told you about. And he said to the guy, tell Prince what I told you this morning. And the guy was talking about me pulling them up.
And you also came up with the name S.N.O.W., is that correct?
Yes, I did. S.N.O.W. stands for Superb, Notorious, Outrageous White Boy.
So I'm not a bragger. I'm a humbler. I'm a humble bragger.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up
to rise and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste it, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me.
I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, nah, likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness.